to rat everybody out, but as a community,
Yeah.
we need to make sure that we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, as you said, I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you on that account.
Forum discussions I noticed this week they're a bit edgy. So keep in mind that people have alternative opinions, and I guess try not to be offended much. It was a wonderful discussion this week. I think everyone is aware of.
Yeah, there were a couple of good threads that came up. I don't know if I saw anything that I would interpret the same way you did. Obviously, there was some that were a little bit more tense just because of the subject matter and the personal notes for a lot of things. But I don't think anything necessarily crossed a line because it is a pretty sensitive subject when you get into that kind of content.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily mean that like people got angry. I'm just saying it could have been a possibility, and it's important to remember that people have their own opinions.
Given some of the tense debates that have happened around this place, I actually feel like this week was pretty mature.
Yeah, that's the context I was coming from.
Amen.
Well, I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to much.
No, it's not a problem. A lot of us that have been around here for several years come from some, to put it as vague as possible, from some background debates that have not gone as smoothly. So this is a step in the right direction. Anyway, Mordenkainen, did you have something else to add on that, or is it a new topic?
I guess it's a new topic. I was just wondering, what do we do about the trolls that are just seeming to increase and grow around here? It just seems like every time one of them comes around, there's never anybody with the power to do anything about it. I mean, sometimes there is, but sometimes, yeah, exactly. Don't feed them. I don't, but I'm just saying, some of them can be quite offensive, I guess, to who we became. And I know, this is something my pastor has always said, expect the world to act like the world. So I do understand that, but, posting pictures that are they're not obscene, but they're not anything that they should be wearing here. Cussing, different things like that, just, it's kind of bothersome sometimes. Oh, that's TeamSpeak. Yeah, TeamSpeak.
Have you noticed a specific, like, really late at night kind of thing, or like a specific time when they're
well,
coming
there's
on?
one that does it all the time, and let me make sure. Yeah, they are not here, and y'all might be familiar with this name, USS Korsami. That's the main one, and even after you tell him, he'll remove the avatar, or he'll be like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll switch to another one that's equally as bad," and then finally he'll change it, and he'll get one that's more appropriate, and then he'll come back the next day with the same avatar on that we asked him to remove, the day before. And it's like, for me, it's inappropriate because it's, I think it's from Avatar, and it's two girls kissing, and then they had one that was even more appropriate, where there was one girl standing behind another girl, and she was clearly reaching around and groping her breast, but that was, kind of like, yeah, it's like, what do I do about that,
Yeah, if those kinds of things do come up, you said there were no admins around, like nobody even with the A tag.
I don't think there. Several times. I mean, sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't. But it's happened a lot. So, especially with the one particular person, and I think he's brought a group of people with him too.
Goldfinch joined your channel.
Okay. If that is something that's coming up and people aren't around to take care of it, we can do that sort of retroactively. If somebody's causing repeated problems, we can look up connection info. I know who that person is specifically, so I'll definitely be talking to them directly. But
okay.
if you need to get a hold of an admin, if it's something really serious, definitely like a Steam chat, or if you really need to a forum post, it's a little bit slower to get responses. But getting people's attention, if we're around, we're more than willing to help out. But I've noticed, there have been some quiet times in TeamSpeak, so.
Okay. Well, I'll give somebody else a chance to speak. I'll go. Yeah, I do have a Steam account, but I don't get on there because I got Linux and there's nothing I want to play. Like I said, I have one more thing that just popped into my head. But if somebody else has got something, I'll give. This is all of our meetings. So.
Yeah, thanks for that. Did anybody have anything else they really wanted to bring up or comment on that same topic? Give about 5 seconds of awkward silence.
Forum PMs work really well too, because I'm not sure if other people do this, but it sends me an email which goes right to my phone then. So a PM, if I'm not on Steam, would work. Also, in regards to trolls, welcome to CC. That's just
well, that's everywhere.
Yeah,
that's
not
everywhere,
to say
but...
we shouldn't try to fight them back, but we seem to get that a lot simply because we are a Christian clan. So
yeah,
get used to it. But we've had some people come in who started trolling us, and then it turned into an actual conversation, and it was beneficial. So it can turn around. I wouldn't kick them right away, but give them a couple warnings and stuff like that. But
yeah,
PM's a good way to get a hold of us too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, PM works well for me as well.
All right, you got the floor, Mr. Morden.
Sorry, I talk a lot. The Minecraft server I came from, the website they used to host with was an engine website. Now, I don't know if that you would consider something like that at any time in the future, but the unique thing about that is it had a chat built into the engine that you could, if somebody was on there browsing the forums, you could actually message them directly right then and there, and just have a real-time conversation back and forth with them.
So pretty much letting people from the forums post into the chat in game, and vice versa.
No, it's like it's got its own chat feature, kind of like
a web
Facebook
chat.
or something, like Facebook or something, where you can have a buddy list and everything, and then you can just chat back and forth. If you see somebody on, it'll show you who's on browsing the forums, but you can just chat with them right there. So
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's a plugin on both the forum and the Minecraft.
yeah. And it also has what we have here that allows you to see who's on TeamSpeak talking, the same kind of thing we got here. So it would probably have everything that you would need, plus that added feature, I guess, is what I'm trying to get.
If you want to toss up a forum post about that, because I don't think we have too many. I mean, we got a couple of people, but as far as tech stuff, especially with the website, if we have details on a specific plugin that we can look at, or just details about that. Now that you brought up the topic, we're aware of it. So now it's a matter of, is there something that technically works? Is that something we want to do? So.
Okay. And I'm not sure how much it costs to host, but it may even be cheaper than whatever you're paying now, because I think, not 100% sure, but I think it's like $6.95 or something. Pretty cheap. See if I can get on.
I'm not
get
sure
back
if
to
you
on
know
that.
how we host stuff, but we actually own our own physical server box, and we actually do our hosting through that. So our game servers, TeamSpeak forums, it's all running through physical hardware.
So okay, so I see. So that all fits into the mass.
Yeah, exactly.
The
It's
total
just a lump
overall
sum
yearly
bill.
price. Yeah.
Cool. Well, if we don't have any more topics and we've managed to talk Mordenkind until he's tired, then I think we're
Good luck with that one.
closing down. Sounds like a challenge, sir. Any last thoughts before we close off? Alrighty. For those of you who don't know, we close off the public part of the meeting and then we go into our closed section. If you do have private concerns, whether it's personal disputes or questions that really don't necessarily need to be out in the open, feel free to message one of the leaders in TeamSpeak here, or you can send us a PM on the forums if it's outside of the meeting times, and we can take a look at that then. Thank you guys for showing up. We're gonna run away and hide in our own little private leader channel.
Yay.
You can probably stop the streaming then.
Yes. I will do that
Okay.
now.